Hi, I'm Sandra Burr, and I'm an attorney in Lexington, South Carolina. I own the Burr Law Firm, and we are a real estate closing firm. I've been closing real estate transactions for 40 plus years. So are you moving to South Carolina, maybe to the Midlands area, Lexington, Columbia? I'd like to tell you some special rules that South Carolina has about real estate closings that'll make your closing a lot easier. First of all, did you know that an attorney has to supervise a closing in South Carolina? Whether it's a purchase or a refinance, an attorney has to supervise the closing. Supervising means we have to review title, we have to make sure the contract is complied with, we have to make sure that all of the parties are informed of what the documents say, and we have to disperse the money according to South Carolina law and the terms of the agreements between the parties. The other thing I want to tell you about using an attorney in South Carolina is the buyer actually picks the closing attorney. Now the seller can choose their own closing attorney, or the seller and the buyer can use the same closing attorney. South Carolina has many rules for attorneys, so that if a buyer and a seller are using the same attorney and the buyer and the seller have some kind of dispute, that closing attorney has to step out. That rule applies even if there are two closing attorneys. Once a dispute occurs, both attorneys step away from the transaction, and that's for the protection of all the parties. But to be honest, lots of times we don't have disputes, or most disputes can be resolved. The other one thing I want to caution you about is if you are dealing with a South Carolina attorney, you need to sign an engagement letter before you pay that attorney anything or that attorney starts working on your file. That is a rule of the South Carolina Supreme Court, and that engagement letter just outlines what that attorney is going to do for you, so there's no confusion. So that's the simple thing that I want to tell you that's different from most states in the United States. An attorney must supervise your closing. Here at the Burr Law Firm, we'd love to help you with your closing, whether you have questions or you'd like to actually have us do the closing. Our goal here is to make your closing simple, efficient, and affordable. Please contact us, and please look for my next video where I'm going to discuss what a closing will actually be.